Thanks for taking the time to join us for this webinar today. Since its launch last October, Slideshow is truly unlocking the power of Facebook video for businesses everywhere. Slideshow ads have been viewed in every country in the world and brings video to people on all levels of connectivity.
Hi guys, my name is Jen and I'm the product marketing lead for Slideshow.
And my name's Emma. I'm the product marketing communications lead for Slideshow. During this webinar, we'll be going through these key agenda items: insights on mobile video consumption around the world, how Slideshow can solve key challenges for brands, how to easily create your own Slideshow ad, and we'll share with some success stories from around the world, as well as some best practices. We'll spend most of the time covering the content, and then we'll wrap up with a Q&A session where you'll be able to ask questions on any of the things we covered today. If you have any questions during the webinar, feel free to submit questions as we go along.
Great. So let's jump in here. So there's been no faster adoption of any disruptive technology in history than mobile. Mobile devices are often the first and last thing people look at when they wake up in the morning and when they go to bed at night. And we're seeing this development play out on our platform, with 100 million hours of video being watched every day on Facebook, and many of those hours are clocked in on mobile. And over the last 6 months, the time people spend watching videos on Instagram has increased by more than 40%. And our Facebook family of apps and services is one that delivers mobile video that powers discovery and captures attention. And this is a great, powerful narrative for our product and one that we really believe in. Yet at the same time, we're seeing that video can have its challenges in some scenarios. Depending on the type of advertiser, different constraints with video can exist. For small businesses joining today, for instance, video production can be slow, can be expensive, and it can also be time intensive. And also, sometimes, because of lack of resources, creative isn't often rotated, and sometimes it's not customized for a regional or mobile audience, which means it can lose effectiveness. Secondly, if you're a business that advertises in markets where 2G and slower connection speeds are a challenge, or in emerging markets, there are other potential constraints for video. First off is slow connections. When connections are slow, even the newest smartphone can be a brick in your pocket, and it's not always possible to load or watch a video on a mobile device. Next is the cost of data. When the cost of data is high, people know exactly how much a video costs to watch, and they'll make that decision on a case-by-case basis. If data costs are high, people may be click-averse to heavy content and apps. And then there are older and basic devices. When thinking about reaching people in emerging markets, the most in-demand features for a device in places like rural Africa are probably not intuitive to you. A torch, an FM radio, dust resistance, battery life, etc. are the top requested features in some markets. So today, I'm really excited to share more about Slideshow, which we developed to help solve these challenges. Slideshow is an easy way to build video-like ads using your still images or an existing video that you already have. They're an eye-catching, cost-effective way to easily build and showcase products or tell a brand story using still images or video. And they bring the power of Facebook video to everyone, from small businesses without existing creative to users of all connection speeds. Recently, we've made some exciting enhancements to Slideshow by making them even easier to create and a more immersive ad experience. I'll touch on each of these as we address how Slideshow solves key challenges for brands in the next slide. So there's a couple new features that we're releasing for Slideshow, and they fall into sort of two different buckets based on what your business objective is and what you're trying to do with Slideshow. In terms of being able to easily build an eye-catching ad with still images, we're integrating Slideshow fully into our stock image database and our Pages photo library, meaning that businesses can create eye-catching, beautiful ads without needing any existing creative assets of their own. So you can choose from thousands of stock photos and build a slideshow really without needing to have any photos to start with. And then secondly, we're launching rich video editing tools that include the ability to add text and music to slideshows. You'll be able to select text fonts, templates, colors to create a rich visual experience. And you can also choose from Facebook audio tracks that are free and pre-approved that reflect a range of different themes. In the coming months, you'll be able to upload your own audio tracks to a slideshow. And then lastly, you can also create slideshows on the go with an Android mobile device, meaning that the power of Facebook video and Facebook ads is really in your pocket on your phone. For businesses who have the objective of bringing the power of video to all levels of connectivity and who think about how they can reach more people with their video in markets where 2G and slow connection speeds are an issue, Slideshow allows you to reach people on connections of any speed without the expensive data charges. Slideshow is 5 times lighter than the average video file, and it can be combined with things like 2G bandwidth and device targeting to really effectively show your video to more people. One of the recent updates that we're launching here related to bringing video to people across all levels of connectivity is a tool that lets you take an existing video you have and by uploading it into the video flow, create a slideshow. So if you have a video ad that you're trying to run and you want to make sure that even more people see it regardless of their connection speed, you can now upload this into a tool. The tool will automatically select 10 image stills for them to choose from to build a slideshow. They can toggle the selector to change these images and then choose how they want to stitch together, reorder, and edit them in the tool. And so that was a lot of information. Sometimes I think the easiest way to understand the product is to do a quick demo. So let me go in and show you some of these new features. So you can make slideshows from your phone, from your ads manager and power editor, and also directly from your page, which you can then boost. We're going to create one in ads manager today. First, you'll want to select your marketing objective. Slideshow can be used anywhere that video can be used. We're going to hit video views today. And then you'll want to set your audience, placements, budgets, and schedule, just like you would with any Facebook campaign that you're running. Once you get to media, you will be able to choose between uploading a video or creating a slideshow, which is what we're going to do today. So here you can see you have the option of adding photos or uploading a video and making a slideshow. You can see that once you have your images selected, you'll be able to adjust the image duration, do some cropping and editing, and also adjust the transition between the photos. Over here you can see our music tab, so you'll be able to add different music tracks. This number will be increasing over the coming weeks, and eventually you'll be able to upload your own. So here are some photos. You can see image library. You'll be able to choose from all of the images in your page's photo library, as well as from a stock photo. Today we're going to choose these 3, these 5, and here's our slideshow. You'll be able to preview it here. You can adjust, add more if you want to, and once you hit create, this can take between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. And then you'll be able to run your slideshow anywhere that you could run a slideshow ad on Facebook. So it can be placed in Instagram and in other parts where Facebook video delivers. Great, so I hope that was helpful in terms of demoing our new features, and let's go back to our presentation. So the exciting thing about Slideshow is it's completely compatible with all of Facebook's measurement solutions. So measurement on mobile has been greatly strengthened by our products like Attention Score and Mobile Polling, which we launched with our partners Nielsen and Millward Brown Digital. And you can now measure the performance of your mobile ads and the attention they captured. Like advertising, measurement needs to follow consumers. We believe that measurement should take place on the same device that the campaign ran on. In April 2015, we launched the capability for brand polls to also run in-app on mobile in both Facebook and Instagram. And this is a really exciting development, especially in locations with significant mobile penetration where we were unable to previously poll on desktop. We've worked really closely with Nielsen to provide brand polling, and we're pleased to announce that we're now partnering with Millward Brown Digital, who are launching brand lift insights for Facebook and Instagram. Great, and now we'd like to take you through some examples of how businesses have used Slideshow to drive real business results. So the first case study we're going to look at today is a company called Stance, and this is a US sock company that brings art and self-expression back to the often overlooked daily pair of socks, and they wanted a way to breathe fresh life into their Facebook ads, but without investing too much time or money into a new photo or a video shoot. So they consulted with their Facebook team and the creative shop and decided to try something new. They took existing still images from their online product catalog and created a slideshow ad, which is a lightweight video stitched together from a series of still images. And the results they saw with this campaign were proof that using Slideshow for them made a real impact. When comparing the new Slideshow to photo link ads, they saw CPA decrease by 48%, CTR increased by 2.42x, and return on ad spend increased by almost 1.5x. Stance is a great example of the power of Facebook Slideshow to beautifully and cost-effectively tap into the power of Facebook video. The second case study that I want to talk about today is IEC. And IEC is a electoral nonprofit in South Africa that in the lead up to South Africa's local municipal elections, they wanted to encourage new voter registration. So preferably they were trying to reach a first-time voting population between the ages of 18 and 30. So people who don't necessarily pay much attention to traditional media, but rather spend most of their time on their phone. They consulted with Facebook and took their existing TV ad, which you can see on the left, and repurposed it for Facebook, creating a video for smartphone users and an accompanying slideshow for 2G users. And they saw a very strong performance with this campaign. Close to 100 million impressions were served with a unique reach of 10 million over 4 months. So that means 10 million people saw the ad at a frequency of almost 10 times. This resulted in 1.6 million new voter registrations, 80% of which were between the ages of 18 and 30. This is a great example of the power of Slideshow to reach everyone on a mobile with a powerful message to incite an offline response. And the third case study I want to talk today about is Paddle Pop, which is an ice cream brand owned by Unilever based in Indonesia, and they worked to develop a wonderful TV ad that brought fun animation and a colorful story to life. When the time came to scale this creative to mobile, they enlisted Facebook's creative shop team, who helped them reuse the same asset to create a made-for-mobile rendition, which included a slideshow for their low-bandwidth audience, which was a key demographic in Southeast Asia and across emerging markets worldwide. This campaign is still in market, so final results aren't yet available, but we got great feedback from the Paddle Pop brand manager talking about how the slideshow solution helped them create a simple, lightweight, yet engaging mobile asset from their current video creative. So now they didn't have to worry about if their video will load fast on slow connections and had assurance that their ad delivers a complete brand message. And our last case study today is Sparkle and Pink, which is a fashion outlet that offers high fashion outfits for little girls at wholesale prices. Consumer acquisition and sales conversions are their main marketing objectives, and they played around with slideshow options to hit on a formula that worked best for them, which was longer slideshows with no fade, sharp copy, and a shop now call to action. The retailer targeted slideshow ads to 4 main audience segments based on how people engaged on the Sparkle and Pink website and Facebook page. Slideshow has proven to be the best performing ad format for Sparkle and Pink so far, bringing a lift in conversions at its lowest ever cost. Between November 2015 and January 2016, the company saw a 9% growth in total monthly sales and a 6x cheaper acquisition than other social channels. So I hope that gives you a sense of how different companies are using slideshow and engaging in the product. And now I wanted to talk about some best practices for slideshow. The great thing about slideshow is that it's an incredibly flexible format that can be used in a variety of different ways, and it can even inspire new forms of storytelling. So there's many different ways advertisers can use slideshow ads and different verticals that are using slideshow in different ways. So some ideas. You can use images to recreate a video and tell a story, making it accessible to new audiences. You can display a product catalog in a new way, like we saw Stance doing. You can provide a tutorial in a new eye-catching format, so something like a how-to video or a recipe. And lastly, you can use our stock images to create a more compelling ad, and then add audio and text to make it a rich, immersive ad experience that's optimized for mobile. And here are some more creative best practices to keep in mind as well. Number 1, use high-resolution images or an existing video asset. The image guidance here is 3 to 7 images, so your ad will be up to 35 seconds in length. It always helps if the ratio is the same, though they'll be able to adjust and crop the ratio. Number 3, combine with any Facebook targeting, such as bandwidth, device, or demographic targeting. You can upload your images by selecting them from Shutterstock, the stock image database library, your desktop or mobile, your existing pages library, or a video that you have. And you'll be able to edit slideshows by cropping and reordering the photos, adding audio overlay, or adding text and borders. And then lastly, slideshows autoplay where autoplay is available and will loop just like video loops on Facebook. Slideshows deliver anywhere that video does, including Instagram.
Great, thank you, Jen. So to recap this webinar, hopefully you've been able to see that slideshows making it easier than ever to create eye-catching, cost-effective ads, even on your mobile device. And with slideshow, you can bring the power of video to everyone, including those on low bandwidth connections. As well, we went through some great case studies that shows slideshows can drive real business results. Now, before we get to the Q&A portion, we wanted to let you know that there will be a post-webinar survey coming your way that we hope you'll fill out. A recording of this webinar will be posted to Facebook's Blueprint Learning Center if you'd like to listen and watch it again. And please be on the lookout for our next series of webinars to help you grow your business using Facebook and Instagram. And of course, please follow our Facebook for Business blog. Now let's answer some of your questions. If we don't get to yours today, you can go to the Facebook Help Center for more information.